Well, the truth is that she wanted to help me and test him to be sure that he was faithful. That was the day I knew that this girl did not rate me at all. I was like, yo, you don't rate me, Abby. You can not even think of a decent lie, but you're going to fight a girl over a man. I'm not going to fight for a penis. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Hi, besties. What's up and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing this face, thank you so much for, clicking on this video. Thank you so much, especially the family. Just, come in, okay? Just come in, grab whatever grabbable that will make you enjoy this video. Just come in, okay? And to my OGs, you guys are absolutely amazing. You guys keep blowing my mind. I mean, thank you so much. If this is your first time seeing me and you're wondering why you should subscribe, just hang around with me till the end of this video and I promise you would have a reason to. But just in case you're not really patient, you can just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notification icon so that you get notified when I post out a new video, and that would in turn make you watch my previous videos. Okay, so to my lovelies, is another family meeting. Okay, you guys asked and I answered, right? Yeah, so this story time is about how I discovered that human beings are scum. I mean, both genders, they're both scummy glands, So without further ramblings, let us, dive into it, right? It's my life. Lazy. It's my life. I got dirty. It's my life. So before we go ahead, I'm no makeup artist, just in case you come for me, just in case my brows are not looking like sisters or cousins, just forgive the girl, okay? So I've done my skin prep off camera, and we're just going to go ahead with this story. So whilst I was talking too much, my face has dried, and we're just going to go ahead and tone it up again, okay? So like I was saying, this story dates back to, I think, 2008. Yeah, it goes as far back as 2008. Hey, yeah. So at this time I was in school, right? And there was this boy. How we met is a different story. But there was this boy that I met in school. We had a thing, right? This is my first year in school, by the way. We had a thing that everybody, can you not say everybody, but if you were in my circle, you definitely knew that I had a thing with this guy. So I had a number of friends, right? I'm not going to be calling their real names. So for context sake, let's call the guy X and the girl I'm going to be talking about Y. So on a very good day, right? This girl says to me that, Nancy, I like this boy. Mind you, she knew we had a thing. I said, no problem. I was like, I can introduce you guys. So she was like, that she just wanted to, say hello to him. Because to be fair, he was actually up there. He was actually up there. So you don't really have access to him, if that makes sense. I mean, just imagine. But because I was supposedly babe, I had access to him. So I was like, okay, no problem. I will introduce you guys. So I did. Golly boomy. I did introduce them, and that was it. So one time she was in different departments from myself. So me and this guy were actually in the same department, but he was in the higher level. I was in year 1. So men and brethren. It's like my dad would always say, we had this ICT thing where we we went to another center to write the exams. So on this day when we went to write the exams, I just noticed that there was, and I'm very good with numbers. Like I'm very, very good with cramming numbers. Or I used to be. Now I'm even not interested anymore. I used to be very good with cramming numbers. So I knew his number, right? So the number kept on calling this babe. This was after I'd introduced them. I've introduced two of them, that's X and Y. The number kept on calling her. And I was like, I didn't say anything to her. I kept quiet because I'm not a very confrontational person. Like, I hate confrontations. It's something to confront you, I'll let you go. Like, now I'm better at saying what's even on my mind. But back then, I used to hate confrontation. So if you just say, okay, what I want is what you have, I'm going to give it to you. So that was the situation. Again, I didn't think it was a big deal because I mean I introduced two of you, so you might as well have your contact and all. Even though I wish I had, I wish I was informed that you guys have now gotten to that stage where you are having your contacts. We went back to school and she was just moving weird. So this girl, when I say she was really close to me, she was really close to me because if I count 5 friends I had in school at the time, she was probably number 4. She was after Chelsea. Every other person can follow. Yeah. So just in case you don't know who Chelsea is, I think I filmed with her on my first weekly vlog. She was in my first weekly vlog. So go ahead and watch that. Then you know who Chelsea is. And you can understand why I'm crazy, why I'm obsessed about the girl. So I came back to the hostel. I don't even think I told Chelsea that night that, yo, why? X has been calling why. I don't think I told her, to be honest, because that girl is a crazy girl. She would have just started fights straight up. So I don't think I told her. And I wasn't concerned. But where I got concerned was when why I started moving mad towards me. She was avoiding me, and we couldn't avoid ourselves because we go to eat together, we go to church together, we do everything together, apart from times when we had separate classes, which was very few because in year 1 almost all our courses were general. So that was it. The madness now became so much that I had to now tell Chelsea, I was like, yo, this girl, why is avoiding me? And I'm not sure what the problem is. So she says, she was like, are you sure? She's like, yes, I'm sure. Now, I think on one fateful day, so all of us, right, were me, Chelsea, Y, were 6, but the 6th one, I wouldn't say we're friends, it was just by proxy. But these 5 were like my main G's. So we all had our passwords. Like we knew our passwords to our phones. We knew. So this Y, she used to just behave like a crazy person. She will now change her password and we won't know, because we had access to everybody's phones, not because she wanted to go through or something, but your phone can just be closed. That was it. So she changed her password, and there was one time, and I think we used to play games on our phones. It was Nokia touchlights. Now we don't have big phones there. So we just used to play games, like exchange and play games and all those good stuff. So I think one of the days, I don't know which one of us tried using Y's phone and the phone was locked. Like, would you know the password? So I was like, why? This is the way they change password like this. What's going on? I didn't know that Y had something to hide. So we just chilled. So this day, I can't remember how, if she opened the phone or found, I don't know what happened, but we saw the phone and then we went through, we saw the messages that herself and X has been exchanging on top of my head. So there was one time her department was doing something, I needed help. So I had even asked X, I was like, please help her get this since you have access to this. So there's that. So I think, yes, now I remember. Yes, that was how she had the contact. Because I know when I confronted her, that was the time she got the contact. So we shall continue though. We now read the messages, so we not see anything. We shall kept quiet. And you see, one thing about me then was I could keep things to myself. Like, you'll be hurting me, I'll just keep quiet. I'll just be looking at you. But when I do my own back, you will run mad. Like, that's it. I'm a changed person now. I promise I'm a changed person. That's how we saw the messages and all. And then I started asking her. I didn't ask her immediately. I had to think of what to do first, just so she would not lie to me. So on this day, as God will have it now, God used to work. He used to pull up for me when I least expect it. Her phone was ringing. She saved his name as what? So I now told her, and I was now close to her phone again. So her phone was ringing, and I said, babe, your phone they ring. Oh. So when I saw what as the name, I saw the number and I knew the number. So I waited for her to finish her call. Then I asked her, I was like, why is he calling you? Because on this particular day, right, this same boy had told me that he wasn't feeling fine. So he wasn't going to see me. So if you went to Crawford, you know that strolling in the night is a thing. Like, we just have to stroll in the night. You'll be strolling with your bobo or your partner, Sha, in the night. That's the only way we can, help ourselves. So we were so when I saw the words, you guys, 1 minute please. I'm running late. This is 1 and I have to be where I'm going to. I'm meeting up my friend at exactly 2 o'clock. God help us. My sister is here, guys. You guys, hold on. See, hold on. I'm coming for this juicy part. Let me just bake my face. Apologies, guys, for that break in transmission. My friend just called me and that was why I had to run away. But anyways, whilst my face is, she's even running late, so let me just give you guys this gist, okay? So when this guy started calling her now, when I saw the name saved as what, I immediately knew that was X, because I knew his number. So I now asked her, I was like, babe, what's up? Why is he calling you by this time? Like, and she was saying, no, because she didn't know I knew. So she had finished answering the call. I'm not coming out. And something. She was trying to code the conversation, right? And I was asking her, why is he calling you? Like, why is he calling you by this time? She's like, who? I was like, don't play that. Don't play dumb with me. I know it is X that is calling you. So why is he calling you by this time? And then she says, that is nothing, but that he's been asking her out and that she did not agree because she knows that we're having it. I was like, back up, guys. Like, say what now? I said, yes, that he's been asking her out. He's been bothering her that since that time. I was like, so how'd you get his number? She's like, oh, that time that I introduced them and that I called him to help out with menene that she was doing. I was like, whoa, okay, no problem. So as God will have it, right, I was already fuming. I was pissed. I didn't want to believe what I was thinking. So he calls me and he's like, I should come out. I can't remember if he called me or I called him. I don't know, but they will say I call. And I eventually went out. This is a person that told me he was sick and that he wasn't going to come out. That he couldn't come out that night. But now, because why wasn't coming out, this nigga calls me. So Charles was like, I should do this. So I went and we had a conversation. So if you know Crawford very well, we were at the admin block, but now our admin block, the backyard, the back door, they don't really let students stay there. Like, once it's 7:30, they even lock the door. But because of who this person was, and remember, like I said, he was a high person in school, so securities will come and see us and they'll be like, oh, baba na you, they will run it, they'll speak Yoruba. Everybody, Yoruba men, they'll speak Yoruba and everything. This my face is hanging here like wound. Let's ignore it. So blend it out way. But anyway, let's ignore it. Let's go back to the story. So one of the security guards wasn't checking out for us, because they would have felt like, okay, since I was his babe, probably we were trying to make out or something. I needed like a good space, not knowing that it wasn't even what was on my head. So I asked him, I'm like, X, why? I was like, what? I was like, are you sleeping with why? That's the way I asked the question. I was like, are you sleeping with why? And I asked this because amongst all of us at the time, amongst my friends, Y was already sexually active, so it wasn't, and of course X was already, so it wasn't something I could say, oh, maybe they were not. It was a possibility. So I was like, are you sleeping with Y? And he looks at me, he's like, what the hell? I'm like, yes, you heard me right. Because before I come to you, if I've ever confronted you, if for anybody I've dated and I've ever confronted you for cheating, best believe that I have all my evidence. Like, I have my receipts. So if you fuck up, I'll just throw you with dates and time. Like, you cannot lie. If I don't have my evidence and people tell me, oh, he's cheating, I might not confront you. In fact, I would not confront you because you can meander your way out of the situation. But once I confront you, don't even bother lying to me because I have it all. So I was like, yes, you called her now. In fact, when you called her, I was in her room. So you cannot even tell me this. He was like, did she say ask her out? He was flipping the switch. Did she say asked her out? Did she say asked her out? I'm like, yo, that's not the question. I asked you, are you sleeping with what? He's like, no. So he now pulls out his phone and calls her. And says, why? Am I sleeping with you? Am I dating you? Did I ever ask you out? And this stupid girl, well, she's my friend, so I'm an abuser. And why says, no. Who this was actually like, no. Who said that? Something. I was just thinking, I'm like, what exactly is going on? Am I the one who is mad? See, these two people, oh my God, you judged two of you for me. I was not thinking, I was like, am I the mad one? Because I saw the messages, right? I knew the dates this thing happened. So, am I the mad one for putting two and two together? Or people are the crazy one? Or am I was just thinking, because they were both older than me, like, why was even older than us? She was like, really, I think 2 or 3 years, I can't remember, 2 to 3 years older than us. So she was like really older than us. And the rest of us were, okay, the sixth person was 1 year older than me, but 1 year older than us. But the rest of us were like, 1991, like between 1990 and 1991, right? And of course, X was older. So I'm like, are these people trying to use my brain or something? Because I was now confused. So after the call, when she said no, who said this, he now ended the call and walked out. I was just there. I was like, one part of me was saying, that thing, it was at this moment she knew she fucked up. I heard that sound. I was like, I did not fuck up. I know what I saw. You cannot do this to me. You cannot flip it. So I was still there thinking about my life. Then X walks back and is like, look, babe, I don't want to disrespect you. I'm not going to walk out on you. Let's go back to the hostel. I tell him, see, I'm a drama queen. I used to watch a lot of Nigerian film back in the day. So, Genevieve, you do this one. I was like, I'm not ready to go back to the hostel. You're free to go. I'm not going to feel disrespected. And see, I have to speak English. It's not that I'm speaking rubbish. I was like, well, I'm not going to feel disrespected. You have my blessings to work out. I just need to think. I need to clear my head. And of course, I still do that till today. When I don't understand situations, like when I'm sort of pissed or something, I just like to take a walk, like just clear my head or go somewhere. Now what I do is, if my family members annoy me too much, I'll just quietly take myself and go to a friend's house or just check into a hotel. So I just like my space, right? So that's what I was doing that day, because I wasn't ready to face Y in the hostel because I was mad. And well, he now says okay, that since I'm not ready to go back, he's going to sit with me. Drama. So he sits with me and just stays there, and we're not talking for like maybe 10-15 minutes or so. And then he now holds me and pulls me in, and he's like, I'm sorry you feel this way, but just know that everybody is against us. Kineko, that there are also guys in his level that I've been trying to get my attention, but that's because I'm with him and Kineko, I'm not giving him attention, and that the other girls also that are around him. And there was this one guy who was also in his apartment that likes me, but that's a story for another day. So he now mentioned this guy's name, and he's like, Even that one self has been giving him attitude. Kiniko. I don't know if I was believing the story. I don't know what I believed, to be honest with you. I genuinely do not know what I believed. But I just said, okay, no problem, let's go back. So he walked me to the hostel as per usual. In fact, I went in late. But then, like I said, because of who he is, nobody really will stop me. So he walked me to my gates, to the hostel gates, greet our porter and everything. We still hugged it out too, and I went inside. Now I was upset. I dragged Chelsea out. I'm like, babe, see what's in the apple now. I asked this guy if this, and he calls why, and why is saying no. Chelsea was like, what's he? Chelsea, just a mad girl, and I bless God for bringing that girl in my corner, like to my corner rather. Like, she's had my back from day one we met till. We knock on wires. In fact, we don't need to knock because everybody we just bounced in. But like, auntie, what's the meaning of this? Why did Kineko call you and you say no? She's like, I was sleeping, so I didn't really hear the question. I was like, you were not sleeping because I just left you in the hostel and you were wide awake. So I called you, or he called you. No, you didn't know he was with me. Probably you felt something, but you didn't know he was with me. And then you're telling me you were sleeping. Make it make sense. We went back and forth. And she's like, I'm going to call him. I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm going to meet him. So I stormed out. I just bounced.
Like I could have killed a lot of people.
I was just thinking. I thought about it, and you know what? I just left it. I think I had a cereal or something, because when I'm upset, I just eat food. I think I had a cereal or something, or noodles. I can't remember. But I know I ate that night, and I just forgot it and slept. Like, not forgot it per se, but I didn't want to think about it. So I just left it. Now, the next day, she starts moving mad again. She starts avoiding me. Like, we didn't have our bath together that morning. We're just there, like, alpha. Me, as you said, you were sleeping now, so I left it, and I wasn't going to go back. What I wasn't going to do was go back to him with you, and then we'll now have like a 3-tier and start saying, you said, she said, he said, when said. Nah, miss me with that. I mean, I was young, I was 17, but I wasn't stupid. So she calls me, I think 2 days following, to say, Nancy, she wants to talk to me. I want to talk to you. I was like, okay, no problem, what's up? So she goes, she was not talking to me. She was like, she's so sorry for what happened, but it wasn't how she wanted it to happen. She kiniko, Lagbaja now died, Farmer now did this one, there was not drought in the nation. Where is this conversation leading to? Then she now says, well, the truth is that she wanted to help me and test him to be sure that he was faithful.
Madam,
that's the day I knew that this girl did not rate me at all. I was like, yo, you don't rate me, Abi. You can not even think of a decent lie. But it's okay, it's fine. Why are you trying to test my man? Did I ask you? Did I beg you? Did I send you? Sha. When she was trying to help me test him to be sure that, he was for me and all of those good stuff, I was like, okay, whatever. Now that you've tested him, do you like him? If you like him, best believe I'm going to free him for you. And I was honest about it. And I meant, if she had said she liked him, like she wanted to see where that would lead, I would have left him for her. I mean, it's something I had done before. From secondary school, I had that experience. There was this particular girl that was just after all the people I liked. And we had a conversation, and the last one was like, she liked him, she wanted to date him. I was like, yo, go ahead and date him. And that's how I freed. I'm not going to fight a girl over a man. I'm not going to fight for a penis. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So anyway, that was that. But it just somewhere in my head that, this girl is a person I wouldn't want to be around my man in the future. I didn't even know if we were going to be friends. See, an interesting fact is, amongst all of us that are friends from school, I'm the only person that still have friends till date. That's why I say I'll never fight a girl because of a man. If you want him, I leave him for you. If he didn't like me, if he didn't respect me enough, if it wasn't okay for him to go ahead and be with you, then he should not expect me to fight. I'm not going to fight for him. I'm sorry, I'm not Bashali. So that was it, Sha. That was how that story ended. You will not think that me and ex would have separated, Abby. You not separate too. Hey, I get coconut head. I was trying to get that till he left school. And he left school. I was even crying like a person that, I was widowed, even though I knew he wasn't worth shit. And this nigga comes back many years later. I think we saw in 2015. Oh no, we didn't see. We spoke. He was around. We'll see. That story I didn't want to get into. So that was it. Oh, that was my story. Now, guess what, guys? This same why that was trying to help me test my man moved mad on Chelsea, and it did not end well. It did not end well. So I can't remember the story, but I don't say this story right now. But we snuck a boy into our hostel during one summer school that I had. We snuck a boy, Chelsea's boo at the time, into the hostel. And man, auntie wanted to move mad, and Chelsea changed it for her. Like, yay! Repercussions, But the thing is, I feel like they're just people that are like that, right? They feel like they can't get their own person. So when you have your own person, or they always want what you have. Now the crazy thing is, there was one time this babe called me and she's like, oh, she's coming to Abuja. She doesn't have a place to stay. She wants to stay in my house. Ordinarily, I would agree, right? But I didn't want a situation where you come and be sleeping with my father. Because she was that person, right? And from the kind of gist she had given us, she was that person. It's at least not me trying to discredit her or something. We're still friends, like I said, but there's a limit. Our friendship, I can't trust her around any man I date. You see the difference between, I keep calling, I have two friends, right, that I can live my life for. Like, you guys just take it and do as you will. And I trust her to be in one piece. Chelsea and Chidima. Like, I swear by these girls. Like, I know that I can trust my man with them. And they'll be okay. But you see why? Well, that's it, Sha. Anyways, so that's the story. That's the story. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera, finish this makeup because I'm actually running late. It's going to take me maybe about 15 minutes to get to where I'm going to, if there's no traffic. But yes, I'm running late, and I'll see you shortly. Okay? Stay there. Don't go anywhere. I'll be coming. Hi guys. So this is the finished look. I'm running late. This is even past 2. I had to just finish it off camera and just come back to talk to you guys. Okay, so that's my story of the scummy glands I've met in my life. Let me know what you thought about this story time. I mean, share your own story with me in the comment section. Has any guy done you strong thing, or your bestie, have they done you strong thing? Just let me know in the comment section, okay? And I'm more than happy to read from you guys. I'll show you guys what my feet is like. I'll find a way to attach pictures somewhere. But I'm running right now, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy watching as much as I enjoyed filming for you guys. Please do not forget to subscribe, turn on your bell notification icon, like, share, all this good stuff. Get your baby girl to 1K on or before November. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in my very next one. Bye, guys.